Good afternoon, everybody. This is Pradeep, your host and ambassador of change from GETI, the Global Education and Training Institute. And we are on our disruptive education platform provided to us by our mentor, Dr. Sunita Gandhi. In this, we meet educators from India and all over the world so that they can interact with us. And so far, we have had more than 550 such uh, meetings with people from all over India and the world. Today, we have with us Dr. Krishna Kumar. He is the principal of the Genius Brain Kids School in Rohtak in Haryana. He is the director HR in Mission, HRD Mission. CEO of the Genius Modern Gurukul, Chairman Genius Brain Group of Schools. He is an ex-Air Force officer and DRDO who worked with Dr. ABJ Abdul Kalam and developed a system of whole brain development, especially the right brain. He gives this training to children, especially from very poor backgrounds, and with the use of this, they have topped in the CBSC as well as attained the first position in the IIT entrance examination. The children study themselves without teachers, and then they teach junior students and manage the school. Because of his efforts, the NEP 2020 has been influenced, and they have decided that children below 8 years will not carry school bags to school. He has won many prestigious awards like the Indian Excellence Award, Indian Excellence Education Award, the Genius Education Award 2020, Dynamic Leadership Award, to mention a few. He has also won the International Education Innovator Award from GETI, which is from our own institution. So, welcome, sir. And he's going to be speaking on right brain development, which is the subconscious mind. So, over to you, sir, and thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, sir. And I thank Pradeep Mal, sir, Gati, Dr. Sunita Gandhi ji, and all the staff. Today, as they invited me, so that I can give some good information to all the parents, teachers, principals, school owners. So, myself, Dr. Krishan Kumar, I was basically in Air Force, and from Air Force side, I was being deputed to DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization. And I feel myself lucky that I got a chance to work such a great person, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And then we study why Japanese people are so creative and positive, so dedicated. The small country is in top countries. Then we study why not Indian. Then we come to know that in our Gurukul time, we were developing properly the brain. We were not more focusing on the books, but as you know, all this Lord Macaulay system, they introduced this and abolished our Gurukul system. But further research shows that this education system activates the left part of the brain, you can say left hemisphere. This has got some of the qualities and some of the disqualities also. And due to that reason, we behave like that. Or we can say our children facing lot many problems. So since we are not at Zoom, I can't show you the PPT, but just a small, I'm giving you the example. You may be knowing left and right brain. So here some of the qualities of the left and right brain. So I'll read it out. The left brain have IQ. Everybody need it, and that's why it has got logical, analytical thoughts. But some drawbacks are there of this brain. That this brain is very slow brain. This brain does not have the concentration. That is the major reason that our children are not able to perform as we expect or we try. But at the same time, this brain has got, the left brain has got the limited memory power. That's why children remember something and they forget after some time. And the next, angerness. This angerness not only bad for our social life, but it is a hamper or it is a barrier to our education also. Because with any child or we get anger, then more than an hour, we cannot perform by this brain. Then next, negativity. Negativity only in this left brain. Then one more drawback is this brain is a selfish brain. So, and you know all that our body do not have a power. I cannot lift my hand, I cannot speak without the command of the brain. And we do the same thing as our brain commands. And in the simple words, I can say, whatever the plant we put, the same fruit we will get. So this is the reason that with the good quality of IQ, logical, analytical, our children are not able to perform, or they are feeling burden, or they do not have the interest. That is the reason all this. And the concentration is the major problem. Normally, before this, as I took retirement in 2002 and started this, before that, even I was also not having that knowledge. After this research only, I could learn everything. And we were thinking that we can focus, we can concentrate around 20 to 30 minutes. But no. Today we have instrument with us from Singapore to measure our focus point, our concentration. We can put it on the head and then it can tell us what we are thinking, whether we are on that point or not. So now we judge that only 15 to 20 seconds a child brain focus at one point. After 15 to 20 seconds, it get diverted to other. And even elders, 25 to 30 seconds only. So this is the practical research now. So you can think with 15 to 20 seconds, if child is focused on that point, then what will be the result? So we need to increase this concentration. Then memory power. And these qualities are in the right brain. This is our right brain, right hemisphere, we can say. So this has got EQ. This is the right brain quality. This has got EQ, positive thinking, permanent memory, creative thinking, photographic memory, confidence, leadership, concentration, emotions, and very fast. So these are the quality of this brain. But our bad luck, that we are not using even 1% of this brain. So we need to improve, we need to develop this brain, because left brain we are using more than 30% nowadays. So we equally need to develop the right side of the brain. And then there is a midbrain also, like a, you can say, bridge over these two brains, or you can say that when we activate the midbrain, the intuition power increase to such a great level that we can come to know what a person is thinking about us, whether right or wrong. And that need we should also know, and our children should able to understand the person, whoever coming to them, whether is thinking good or bad. And even the child can come to know what is going to happen. Suppose if child is going for exam, so if something on the way, some traffic jam or even puncture, the child will intuit it that something going. So he will start early to the exam and he will reach on the time. Our Rishi Muni at that time, they were having this power. And next, this brain coordinate these two brains. Normally, like your car, when your wheels are disbalanced, your car runs somewhere there, here and there. But when you balance it, it moves smoothly. Same way, these two brains, they walk in different direction, but with the help of midbrain activation, they both will coordinate better and the results will be 4 times, 5 times, even 10 times better. So 2002, I took retirement, then I started this Genius Brain Go. And in 18 to 19 years, today, we have more than 3 lakh students we have developed with this brain, left, right, and midbrain. And they are most positive, most creative, most disciplined, result oriented. Even we check if we develop these 2 or 3 brains, and if you leave a child unattended or without a teacher, and if you give that book, the child can perform top in CBSE. That has happened. A child, Sahil Kaushik. So he topped 10th CBSE. He never went to school. As you know, in 9th, we have to send the name to CBSE. So many schools were ready because this was a great child. He is a great child. So, and he top in 12th. 10th, he did Rohini Sangwan School. 12th, he did Vanna School, Dwarka in Delhi. And he was first ranked in Delhi IIT Entrance. So this is the performance. Children are able to do 5 classes syllabus in 1 year. After 5th, they are giving. I'll give you all this. Already I sent to our Pradeep Malsar. And whenever we get a chance further on the Zoom, I can show you through the PPT. Or if anybody able to visit to Delhi, you can see it practically. Then we took a school, that is the Muni International School. You can put go to Google and you can search it. That is in Uttam Nagar, Mohan Garden, Gandhi Nagar. And that is a very, very low economical area. All labor class families are staying there. Children are coming from that labor class to that school. Parents are uneducated. And we developed full school children, like 900 children are there in that. And today they are so capable that they themselves teach their junior students. They only manage the school. If any biggest minister is coming, even our Honorable Prime Minister is coming, or even for some of the Japan and UK ministers also coming, they children itself, they explain what they are doing, and they themselves show them everything. Means normally we say that principal or the owner or the some management person, they explain or they manage the school. No, there the children are managing. They themselves teach. No teacher is teaching. And that school has been ranked number 1 since last 5 years in all over India, 7 years in Delhi. And on 23rd of Jan, the 6th year, All India #1 award, this school is going to get. So this is possible. We have done it practically. That if we develop these brains, then every child can perform better. Just they have a look on the book and they can remember full book. That is possible, like Swami Vivekananda. So we have proved it. First, we shown all the state government, education minister or the education secretary. Some of the government, like Gujarat government, given all the schools. Some of the government, they given few of the schools. We were doing it. We were doing it in private public schools. We have our own 67 schools. We were doing it there. In the early stage, the development of the brain take place very fast. So we focus more on the early age. And that's why we shown it to the center government, HRD ministry or now education ministry. And in the new education policy, you may be knowing, you all are from education background. So you know it that as per the NEP, first 8 years of the age, till the first 8 years of the age, there will be no book. And the focus will be only on the brain development, activity-based system. So our government agreed with that. Already syllabus is being prepared with the NCERT. So that every child, like our Gurukul system or like Japanese right brain education, they say it right brain education in Japan. So we will also follow, because earlier we reached to some of the part of the country, but every child of the country will able to develop their left, right, and brain with the help of all the educationists, all the schools, principal, teachers. So that will, but before that, we need to take care, because every minute is most important. In a minute, biologically, 2.5 lakh neurons are growing or taking birth, in every child or in the early stage. And they need to make their connections. We called it neuropath also. We call technical name is synapse. So if these neurons are growing and if they're not able to make the connection, then they are useless. They do not have a power. And when they make a connection, then it is the power of logical, analytical, negative, positive, memory, whatever. And this depends on the external stimulation. What we see, these 4 senses are most important to develop a brain. What we see, if you see positive, the connection will take place with positive. If you see negative, the connection will take place negative. If positive, that will be in the right brain. If negative, that will be in the left brain. Whatever we are listening, same thing happening inside the brain connection. Whatever we are speaking, positive or negative, or if we are memorizing something, then the memory. So same type of connections are becoming. In simple words, I can say that same type of plant is being put in that brain. So whatever the maximum neurons will take place whether of the left brain or the right brain. Whichever is more powerful, the same qualities will be in a human being. The human being will behave in the same way. And as per the research, usually today, because of our education system and because of our environment, out of 2.5 lakh, only 50,000 becoming positive and around 2 lakh becoming negative connections. So we need to change this position and we have to equalize it. And that what we were doing since last 18 years. And that's why we are confident and we have developed more than 3 lakh. These children are a great human being. I'm not talking only 100 numbers. I'm not behind 100 numbers. You have seen it. What is the result of 100 numbers? And in Delhi, after 100% marks also, not sure that you are getting admission. So no, this competition of 100 number will not be there further. Now the practical things will be seen and a great human we need it. Otherwise, maximum parents are in the Vardhashram. Our society, so much negativity or the wrong things. I don't want to even name. As I said, if I'll speak something wrong, then even my connection will be negative. And if you are listening, your connection will. So even we should not use such words. That is so important, especially in the childhood. And this program we start from the day of pregnancy. After 3 to 4 months of pregnancy, the brain development starts. And from that day we should, because normally our environment is so polluted, family, that some of the problems are there to that lady. And the irritation of that lady goes to the child. The wrong thinking of that lady, unhappiness of that lady goes to the child. So we have to take care. We have to take care of even one day child. We think one day child may not be able to understand. No. May not be able to see. May not be able to do something, but able to listen. And at your home, if wrong, negative environment, or if your TV is on and all negative news are going on, or Sas Bahu serial and cartoon, that making the negative connection in the brain. So we have to take care even one day child, even before birth, and after that, around 50 to 20 years, we have to take care. Or if you take care first 5 years, 100%, then we have the example. You need not to worry that child. The child will be a great human being and successful person. Even the left body, or I can say left hand, body mein hand is more used. So left hand, our body is diagonally connected. So people, those who are using the left hand, they are right brain user. And they are top in their field. They are the great human being and they are the successful person. If you see the history of the world, then out of 100 top of any field, more than 80s will be lefty. If I take India's case, let it be Swami Vivekananda, let it be Mahatma Gandhi ji, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Amitabh Bachchan, Sachin Tendulkar, whoever, if you see any top of any field, Obama, Bill Clinton, Bush, Bill Gates, so they all are lefty. So that's why in our school, we make them to write with the both the hand, and even they can write the different language with them. So I'll request you also that every child should equally use the left hand also. And some people will say here, because I'm facing this since last 18 years, they will say, no, we should not change a child by force. Actually, some of the parents, when the child is lefty, by force they are changing righty. But if a child is righty and we are making lefty, then it is not by force. Naturally, every child born with the left body activation. You can see the delivery, go to any labor room, or you can see the video, or you can see 4 5 days, 10 days, or 1 month child. The left legs and hand, left body movements will be more. Because normally every lady during delivery, she will use
Oh, there's some problem with the Wi-Fi of Dr. Saab. He'll be back soon. Thank you. He'll be joining very soon. My great apologies for this disruption. It's very extremely interesting what Dr. Krishna has told us. And if any of you wish to get in touch with him, please do let us know. We'll get you in touch with him. Very interesting, very scientific. A lot of people are doing this all over the world. And hopefully, we'll be doing it in India now. Okay, it's taking too long. Maybe we'll do this another time. So once again, thank you very much for watching. Whatever he did say made a lot of sense in its own capacity, in its own bubble, and we will try and get this done again for you. So thank you so much. Good afternoon and goodbye.